Remember guys, these Tudors are just as important in British history as are the Tudors you study at school. Don't just keep this information to yourself though guys, otherwise people won't learn it. Kids Black History, Kids Black History, Kids Black History, Kids Black History. Kids Black History. Hi guys, I'm Rhea. Welcome back to another episode of Kids Black History. Today guys, we're looking into a life of Black Tudors in Britain. Do you know what that is called, guys?
Did you say Black Tudors in Britain, Rhea?
Yes, you heard it right, guys. Black Tudors.
Wow, I don't know about you, but I'm super excited about this video. I want to hear more about these Black Tudors in Britain.
Okay, I'll just give you a tour what we're gonna learn about today. Right guys, let's get right into the video! Guys, I think we need to explain what the Tudors were. Guys, the Tudors were a period of time where Tudor kings and queens ruled England. But this was a very long time ago, guys. I can't even remember it. This was all the way back in 1485 for 1603. That's crazy. 1485 was the year King Tudor Henry VII reigned. However, guys, amongst King Henry, there were black people in Britain in the Tudor era. The Black Tudors came from various parts of Europe, the Caribbean, and Africa. The Black Tudors were treated like other Tudors and was accepted for a Church of England, just like all the other Tudors. They would even pay wages. Guys, I'm going to go through some Tudors now that lived in Tudor Britain. Let's get into it, guys. The most interesting Tudor was John Blank, that was also known as the Royal Trumpeter. That means he played the trumpet guy. He must be a great musician, guys. He was the only Black Tudor known to be the portrait. It was believed John Black may have arrived in Britain in 1501 when Catholic and arrogant came from Spain. John Black even performed from Henry VIII's coronation. How amazing is that, guys? Right, guys, let's talk about another Black Tudor. Let's talk about Jack Francis. Jack Francis was always known as Salve Diver. He was a well-skilled diver. And they swam like I'm trying to learn how to swim with no floating. That was unheard of at the time of England.
So, who was John Anthony, Rhea?
I know. John Anthony was a very known sailor. He was aboard the Silver Falcon ship Tudor Junior in 1619. It is believed John Anthony came to England with Sir Henry Mainwaring. The pirates are like, if a pirate comes in, we can fight them.
Do pirates fight, Rhea?
Yeah, because they got swords.
They do.
And they fight with people. Because they think they're gonna take the treasure.
Oh, is that what pirates do?
Yeah, they take treasure! John Anthony was also called the Manor of Dover. Let's discuss our first female Black Tudor guys, Catalina of Amesbury. Catalina was from a small village. I was from a big village, right?
Right.
Near Bristol. She was known as a single independent woman. She had lots of possessions and goods. She even had a cow, guys. A pet cow? Really? Has she had a pet cow? That's not true.
That is true, Rhea.
What? I don't believe you. Cows were important back then. Imagine that we had a pet cow.
That would be funny, wouldn't it, Rhea?
I know what a pet cow is. the way to the milk shop or sail to the milk shop. That's why she needs a cow. She needs it forever. Another black Tudor was Mary Seacole. Mary was in London around 1583. She was a seamstress and was the daughter of Phyllis and Mary Seacole, who was a Moroccan basket weaver and shovel maker. Another black Tudor was a reasonable black man. He lived in Suffolk around 1579. He was a great silk weaver. It is thought a reasonable black man came from the Netherlands to London. The last black Tudor we're looking at today is Diego. Diego fled Spain to join the English in 1572 with fastest strength attacked the port Nombre de Dios in Panama. Diego then created an alliance with local Camerons and the English. This enabled Diego to capture a lot of Spanish silver and gold. And there you have it, guys. It's the end now. We just got to say goodbye and stuff. We just went through real-life black Tudors that existed in England. Remember, guys, these Tudors are just as important in British history as are the Tudors you study at school. You can discuss the beautiful black Tudors that you learned today. Don't just keep this information to yourself, though, guys, otherwise people won't learn it. Make sure you share your knowledge so everyone knows that you're learning about something. If they don't learn, that means they weren't able to know about KidsBlackHistory. Tell your friends and family and teachers all about KidsBlackHistory and Black Tudors! A successful businesswoman. Let's start! British nurse and hero, Mary Seacole.
Who is she, Raya?
I know. Mary Seacole was a British Jamaican businesswoman and a nurse who was most famous for setting up the British Hotel to care for injured British soldiers behind enemy lines during the Crimean War. Oh, I've heard of the Crimean War because at school we learned about Mary Seacole. Right, guys, before we get into this video, I need you to do one little thing right now. Make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe the button down below. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subscribe. Welcome to the KBH. Welcome to the KBH. Family. Okay, guys, let's dive into the story about Mary Seacole. Let's dive into the story. Here's this big book, and let's dive into it. Hiya! Mary Seacole, born Mary J. Grant, was born on the 23rd of November in 1805 in Kingston, Jamaica. Her mother was Jamaican and a doctress, and her father was Scottish, an officer in the British Army. Mary was taught traditional Caribbean and African herbal medicines by her mother at her boarding house, Blundell Hall. Mary first travelled to England in 1821 when she was only 16 years old. She went back to Jamaica shortly to get some jams and pickles to sell in England, starting her career as a successful businesswoman. Let's start! In 1850, there was a terrible outbreak as a disease called cholera in Jamaica. Luckily, Mary Seacole made a medicine so then they could help them. Mary began to study the disease with the help of a military doctor and learned a lot how to treat those infected. She later treated a terrible epidemic of cholera on a crusade on the Isthmus of Panama. The Crimean War between the English and the Russians broke out in October 1853. The next year, Mary arrived in London and offered her skills as a nurse to the British Army. Mary was told that unfortunately, all the nurse's position has been filled. However, Mary was determined to help the soldiers, so she paid to go to Crimea with her friend Thomas Day. They opened the British Hotel, a hotel and a store a few miles where the soldiers were stationed in Balaclava, Crimea, so that she could treat injured or ill soldiers. Mary didn't only treat soldiers in the British Hotel. In fact, she would visit the front lines of the war, bringing sandwiches, drinks, bandages and medicine with her for the soldiers. Mary helped British, French and Sardinian soldiers, who were all allies in the war, but she also tended to the Russian soldiers, even though she was technically with the enemy. Even though she was well loved, Mary's story was lost into history. Florence Nightingale, another nurse during the Crimean War, who had even worked with Seacole once, she became much more famous as a Crimean War nurse. During the 1980s, Mary's story was rediscovered. Nowadays, a statue of Mary Seacole stands outside St. Thomas's Hospital in London. It was believed to be the first statue honouring a black woman in Britain. Mary Seacole's story is very inspiring, guys. It shows you that no matter who you are, if you're determined, you can do anything. For all the work Mary Seacole has done, she'll always be our hero and right beside us. But not right beside you, but pretend you're like in heaven. Like I don't know, an angel? Like, pretend, like, imagine she's behind you every day, helping you when you're sick. She's right behind you. Well, right next to you. Just pretend. I hope you enjoyed this video on Mary Seacole, guys. And that's all we have time for today. But unfortunately, guys, we have run out of time. And I hope you enjoyed this video on Kids Black History. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye, guys. But wait! Make sure you smash the thumbs up and subscribe the button down below. And don't forget to check out all our other episodes of Kids Black History. And don't forget to check out Raya Funplay as well. And bye, guys. Bye, guys. Peace.